on this computer. Okay. Let me say that again. Welcome to this call. We're going to very first get started with coach and friend Lauren, and she is going to kick us off with fears, common fears that coaches have. And she has to take her daughter to school in 10 minutes. So I'm not going to talk anymore. She's going to get started. And ready, set, Lauren.
Hi. Thanks. So is it showing me? Am I good? Okay. So I just want to talk about common misconceptions and fears that people have when I talk to them about coaching. And these are a lot of the same things that I had when I started coaching. So Bryn would come to me and be like, "What's this? Okay, Adeline, I have to talk right now, okay? Awesome. Okay, sorry. I'm being a mom too. So, I had a lot of fears when Bryn would approach me. She's my coach, and she'd be like, "Hey, you're doing great. You've made a lot of progress. Why not share this with other people? Like, you can be a coach too, like what I'm doing." And I really didn't think I could do it, even though I had made a lot of progress with exercising consistently and eating healthier, and I was feeling so much better. I just looked at it as like, oh, this thing is a business that she's doing. I've never wanted my own business. I'm not like a businessy type person. And so I didn't think that I could do it. I had a lot of fear. But one thing that Bryn told me that really helped me to want to do this was, for one, coaching actually helps me to improve my life continually. It's not just about exercise and eating healthy, but in every area of my life, I feel like what we're taught as coaches can help me to continue to improve. And that's why I've stuck with it. I've been a coach for a year now, and I've stuck with it just because I know that what we're taught as coaches and what we do on a daily basis will help me to continue to improve my life. And she's like, yeah, like, why not share what's helping you with other people? A lot of people do need this, and I don't have to do a lot to like try and sell them. So that's sell to people. That's another thing that a lot of people are scared of when they get asked to coach. They're like, well, I just don't want to sell stuff. I don't want to use my social media to sell things. And to me, this job, it's so much more than just trying to sell something. So a big part of coaching that I love is just sharing your journey. So it's not about just getting on and saying, hey, this is what I'm using. This is a cool product. Like, this is how much it is. You should try it. Like, I have a lot of friends who have businesses, and they use their social media just to sell something, But for me, coaching is all about sharing your journey, what things that you're working on and how you're improving. And yes, like what we're given through Beachbody is really, really helpful. The products, the programs have been extremely helpful for me and a lot of people. So a big part of it is just to be sharing my journey on a daily basis. And a lot of people are inspired by that. I have friends who are just watching me on social media, and they don't even like jump in and do what I'm doing yet, but they just watch me and they're inspired to make some changes in their life. So that's what it's all about. So I know a lot of friends who think that they couldn't be a coach, like it's not for them, or they want to be farther along in their journey. They feel like they have to be really good at exercising already. They have to look a certain way, but that's totally not true. So we have a lot of coaches on our team who they are not at their goal weight, and they're not even really close. They have like a lot to work on, but that's why they've joined us in being coaches and working with us together as a team, is because they want to keep making progress. And you can actually relate to a lot more people if you're not already at your end goal. There are a lot of people who look at fitness people who are really in really good shape, and they think that they can't do it. But if you are willing to get on and show like, hey, I'm working on this and I'm on a journey, and I'm going to keep trying and keep working, then you can inspire a lot of people to make changes too. So that's what it's all about. It's not being already super good at fitness. Everyone is on a journey, and you just have to be willing to share it with other people, and it inspires a lot of people. So that's another big thing. And so we also have a lot of accountability when we're on our journeys. We help each other on our team to stick with this. And when you have friends that join you in trying to make changes, and they have major progress with their own journeys, then it just inspires me to keep going even more. And I just want to stick with this and keep helping people. So that's how it helps with my own accountability. And another misconception or fear that people have, they don't think they have enough time to do this. And that was another one for me. So I have 2 little kids, and I have a hard time just keeping up with them as a mom and a wife and taking care of our home. But the cool thing is about this business is that you can make it however you want. You can spend as much time as you want doing it. We don't recommend spending all day long trying to do what we do as coaches, but you can put as little or as much time into it as you want. So I just spend like an hour or 2 each day when my kids are napping, or when they're asleep at night, or when they're happily playing. I'll spend a little bit of time reaching out to people like we do as coaches, or just sharing a bit of my story, a bit of my journey on social media, or just talking to people who might be interested, and sharing my experience with them. And then when my kids nap or when they're sleeping, then I do my workout. And that's a big part of our job too, is to take care of ourselves every day. So that's another reason why I love it. It's because it's my job to take care of myself so that I can be better for my kids and my husband and for everyone else around me. So I think I covered most of the main fears and misconceptions. I hear people ask too, like, I don't know if this is really worth my time and my energy. And I would just say to those people who are worried if it's worth it or not, that this opportunity can really change your life. And that's why I'm doing it. I'm not just trying to sell to people, but I'm working to change my life and to keep improving and to inspire other people. So, hey, buddy. So, another thing Bryn said, another fear is being too salesy in this business. So I've definitely had a fear of that too. And like I said, like, there's definitely people who don't want to get on social media and just sell the products that we use. And I don't want to use that for my social media either. I want people to get to know me and to share what I'm doing because it's helpful, and to inspire people. And so when I reach out to people who are interested in what I'm doing to be healthier, I have worried in the past about being too salesy, because I'm just not like that at all. But I've learned just with some practice that all it is just inviting people to do something that you're passionate about and that's helping you. So I don't reach out to people to see if I can sell them something. I just invite them genuinely to think about like what I'm doing and ask them if they're interested, if this is something that they need, because it's been so helpful for me as a busy mom to have these programs and to get in good shape and to get healthier as a mom. And so yeah, I reach out to others and see if this could be helpful for them too. And it's awesome when you can help family and friends who do really need this, and they make big changes in their lives too. So yeah, are there any other fears and misconceptions that I should touch on? Okay. Yeah, I think I covered everything, and it's been totally worth it for me. And I think, is that all I need to say? Okay, and now I'll turn it over to Bryn. She's going to talk about some of the things that we do on a daily basis as coaches and why it is so fulfilling and helpful for us. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry, my kids are crazy. Bye.
No, I love it. I love it, honestly, because that is who we are as coaches. We are moms first and coaches second, period, end of story. And I always, always, always want it to be that way. That is who I am. And that is exactly the tribe of women that I hope and want to attract. And so I love that Lauren has her kiddos on here and that they are being cute and adorable and slightly crazy, right? Mine are both asleep right now, which is kind of a miracle. Normally Holland doesn't go down until 12:30, but he asked for a nap today, which is not normal. He's a little bit sick. So yeah, the only thing I want to reiterate that Lauren said, she's fabulous, is everybody starts out with the same exact fears. Every single one of us who is a coach now has been a coach for 10 minutes, 10 years. No one's been a coach on this team for 10 years. But we all started with the fear of being salesy, with the fear of turning people away that we're friends with the fear of getting to know people that we don't know, that are complete strangers, right? The fear of being rejected, the fear of like everything that you're afraid of. We've all been there. We've all felt it. And that's why we chose to become coaches, because there are people in the world who need us. There are people in the world who need you. And you need coaching, not just for your own physical health journey, but like Lauren said, to better and improve every single area of your life. I just want to emphasize one small thing. I talked about it in my live video that I did on Facebook yesterday, so I'm sorry if this is redundant to you, but coaching has legitimately changed and saved my life. There have been multiple things in my life in the last year that have been incredibly hard. And I'm not here to woe is me, here, let me tell you all my problems kind of a thing. But I had to start going to therapy in March, and they did a survey thing to get to know me better so that they could know how they could best help me. And they straight up said, you're not showing any signs of depression or anxiety or betrayal trauma. Does that sound right to you? And I was like, yeah, 100%, that sounds right. And they were like, why? Because that's not normal. And I was like, to be honest, it's because I'm a Beachbody coach. And they were like, what does that have to do with anything? Right? What does that even mean? And they didn't know, because they don't know what it is that we do as coaches every day. But every single behavior that we have, the personal development, the affirmations, the working out, the filling your cup so that you can fill other people's cups, it 100% made it so that I could get through the hard times, because I was able to step outside of this hard role that I was going through and forget myself and go to work. I'm a religious person. And if you don't like religion, then you might want to go seek out a different Beachbody coach, because that is me and that is who I am. But one of my favorite mentors said, his name is Gordon B. Hinckley. His dad wrote to him on his mission and said, forget yourself and go to work. And that's 100% what coaching is. You're forgetting about yourself. You're forgetting about the woe is me and what about this and I'm scared and this and this and this and this and this. And you are responsible to go step outside of yourself and find the other people who need this, who need you. And you might be thinking like, there's so many Beachbody coaches, like I don't need to be a Beachbody coach. But that's not true. There are people that you know that I don't. There are people that relate to you that do not relate to me. There's people that relate to your story and your journey and your life and your family and your kids that you know that I don't, that you can influence that I can't. Okay? And that is why you are needed. That is why you have to forget yourself and your fears and go to work. Yeah. So now I'm going to switch gears from talking about fears and instead talk about like the nitty gritty, what do you do as a coach every single day? Okay. So there's 4 things that we call the vital behaviors as coaches. And they're everything I was just talking about as far as like the behaviors that make you a better person and make your life and other people's lives better. So the very first one is to be a product of the product. Hopefully that is a no-brainer, right? You cannot help other people change their lives with Beachbody if you do not use what Beachbody offers. Like, hopefully that makes sense. And hopefully that's not like a, wait, what? I have to use Beachbody products? Like, yeah. Okay. You need to follow the nutrition plan. You need to follow the workouts. You need to follow a schedule. You need to have before and after pictures. You need to, and you don't have to post yourself in your sports bra and your underwear. Like, you do not have to do that. You can do whatever is comfortable for you. I do not wear tank tops or shorts when I work out ever. And that's me. That's my coaching journey. And that's the beautiful thing. It is my business and I get to pick how I run it, right? So you can do however you want, but you do need to show that the products work. And so that is one of the amazing things about coaching, because it is literally your job to be healthy. Like, if that doesn't keep you accountable in your health journey, I don't know what will. Like, if it's your job, like literally your job to lose weight and maintain that weight loss and to be healthy, yeah, best thing ever. Best thing ever. Like, there's a reason that I've had a baby, lost it super fast. Had another baby, lost it super fast. And no, I'm not to my goal weight yet, like Lauren was saying, but I can show people and they can relate to me that, look, I'm still melting. Yes, even though I'm not to my goal weight yet, I will get there because I'm a coach and because I know people are watching and because it's keeping me accountable. Yeah. So that's the first vital behavior. So every single day, you're being a product of the product. Number 2, vital behavior, something we do every single day, is listen to or read personal development. And if you are watching this call, that means either I added you or one of my coaches added you. And as someone that is in my coaching family, you get access to my Audible account for 100% free. I give you my login, I give you my password. You have access to dozens, if not hundreds, of books on Audible for free that will make you a better person and totally change your life. Okay. So you're encouraged. Again, none of this is required. It's not like you're going to be charged a fine or be penalized or whatever if you don't do these things. This is just, if you want to be a successful coach, this is what you do. Okay. So you listen to or read at least 30 minutes or one chapter, if you're reading, of personal development every single day. I do not do this on Sunday. Sunday, I do absolutely nothing coach related besides follow my nutrition program and drink my Shakeology. Like, I don't post on Facebook. I don't reply to messages. I don't check in. Well, I try to check into my groups, but honestly, I suck because I'm so unplugged and everything else. I check into groups to make sure challengers are doing good, but that's on my challenge tracker. It's not on social media. So it's nice because I don't get distracted by all the shiny things of social media because it's a completely different place. So yeah, personal development, 30 minutes or one chapter every single day, Monday through Saturday. Okay. That's the second vital behavior. The third vital behavior that we do every single day, if you want to be successful, is you invite. And it's just like you would invite someone to a birthday party, right? And some people find that this is the part that gets icky and salesy and weird, which I 100% agree. It can be icky and salesy and weird if you let it be, okay? You do not want to be the icky one. You do not want to be the salesy one. You do not want to be the weird one. But guess what? That is 100% in your court. If you don't want to be icky and salesy and weird, don't be icky and salesy and weird, okay? Get to know the person. Talk to them about their dreams, their goals. If fitness comes up or they ask you or they express interest, then you invite them, okay? Like, you don't be weird. You don't be icky. You don't be salesy. I track every single day because I do lots of fitness related posts and I pay attention to who is liking and commenting my stuff. And those are the people that I send invites to. I'm not sending a random message to Joe Schmo that I've never met in my entire life to join my Beachbody group because that's icky and weird and salesy. And that is not what Beachbody is about, okay? You're forming relationships with these people. If they're liking and commenting on your photos, you are getting to know them. You're liking and commenting on their photos. After you do that for a while, you start to learn about them. And then you can feel confident, okay, I can send this person an invite. And they'll probably say yes, or at least respond, even if they say no. But it's just the same concept of like a birthday party. Just because I love this person and want them to come to my birthday party doesn't mean they're going to say yes. They might say no, and that's okay, right? It doesn't matter if they say no. I just sent an invite. And no doesn't mean no. No means not now. Yeah, I can't even tell you. I think every single coach that I have on my team right now told me no at least once, right? If not 17 times. Yeah, but I kept inviting because I know what this has done for me in my life. And I want this to bless and change other people's lives too. And I 100% believe that it can and will if you let it. Okay, so that's the third vital behavior. You're inviting every day, and that's part of your power hour. We will 100% teach you how to do that so that you don't come across as weird and icky and salesy, but instead you come across as genuine and genuinely wanting to help these people grow and improve their lives. Okay, and if you ever feel icky and salesy and weird, that means you need to take a step back and go back to what we taught you. Okay, so fourth vital behavior is to recognize your people. If you have coaches on your team that are killing it, you shout them out. You can do that publicly or personally. I am so proud of you. You are killing it, right? It's as simple as that. Like, you can send them a text. There's Insta stories now. You can shout them out on Insta stories. You can do a whole post about them. It's literally whatever you want. Or you can just send them a text, or you can send them a note in the mail, right? Like, it's just a matter of recognizing and appreciating your people, whether it's your coaches or whether it's your challengers. I have noticed that you have checked in every single day and you're commenting on other people's stuff and you are being so supportive and so fabulous. And I just wanted to say thank you. Like, it's not do you want to be a coach now? Like, you can take that route if you've noticed. Like I said, like Lauren said, that's how I approached her. She was killing it in the accountability group. And I'm like, girl, you're already doing everything a coach does. Like, how about you get paid for this? Right. And she said no. And then she thought about it and said yes later, right? But recognizing that's not what it is. It's literally just, you're killing it. I'm so proud of you, okay? And you do that every single day. Those are the four things. Hopefully none of that sounds icky. Hopefully none of that sounds weird. Hopefully none of that makes you feel like you'll be super salesy. Because if you're doing it right, if I'm doing it right, you are genuinely reaching out to people and trying to make the world a better place. Because that's my goal. That's hopefully all of our goals, right? And the people that you help, that's the awesome and also terrible thing about Beachbody is every other MLM that I know of, it's a one and done deal. Once they make their purchase, it's like, okay, sweet. Now on to my next customer. And you just like leave that person alone because they just bought from you. That is not how it is as a Beachbody coach, which is, again, the most great and most terrible thing about it, because it's hard and intimidating and scary to know, okay, this person just bought Beachbody on Demand. Now it is my job to cheer them on, to be their accountability partner, to be their friend through it all for the rest of their lives, right? Because health and fitness is not something that ever goes away. And I will be the first to admit that I have so many challengers that have completely fallen off the wagon, and I reach out to them and I try to help them, and they They're just not responsive. And guess what? That's life. That is life. Yes. And if you've never experienced something like that, oh my gosh, you're amazing. And I need to talk to you. But there's a lot of people who start and don't finish, but that doesn't mean that I give up on them. I keep reaching out. I keep loving on them. I keep inviting them. They're already my free customer for the rest of their lives, right? So it's my job to just, hey, do you want to get back on the wagon? And even if they never respond, even if they totally ghost me, that's not my fault. I can't care more about them than they care about themselves, right? But that is your job as a coach, to continue helping them as much as you can and as much as they will let you, right? So it's awesome and also terrifying. So let's see. If you are interested in being a coach, the beautiful part about coaching, and also the most terrible part about coaching, I keep saying that, is that I literally hate this, but I love it at the same time. If you've already bought Beachbody On Demand with 2B Mindset or Shakeology or all of the above, you've bought what's called a challenge pack, and you can literally sign up to be a coach for free. I hate that. I love it, but I hate it. Because if you were to start any other business, it would not be free. I can guarantee that. If you were to start a brick and mortar store, you would have to invest thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to start this business. And sometimes people don't take this business seriously because it's free to sign up, and they quit so fast. And it drives me crazy because you're just quitting on yourself and on all the other people that you could love and influence and help, right? So if you've already bought a challenge pack, you pay a $40 coach sign-up fee, and it is reimbursed to you within 1 to 2 business days. So it's $40, but it's free because it's going to get back to you in 1 to 2 business days. If you have not ever bought Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, 2B Mindset, any of that, you can buy that, obviously, because remember, the first vital behavior is that you're a product of the product, right? You have to use Beachbody to be able to help other people with Beachbody. You can buy it and become a coach at the same time, and it's 100% free. It's $160 to get Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology only, and when you become a coach at the same time, guess what? It's $160. If you buy 2B Mindset with it, it's $220. It was on sale last month. It's not anymore, so it's $220. And if you sign up as a coach at the same time, guess what? It's still $220. And the best part is there's no quotas that you have to meet as a coach. There's no you have to sell this many things or you're going to be penalized, blah, 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 right? There's none of that. There's goals that Beachbody sets for you. And if you achieve those goals, you get rewards, both monetarily and customers with them, and sometimes even stuff in the mail. So a whole bunch of hats, backpacks, umbrellas, mats, shirts, whatever, Beachbody will reward you, but there's no punishment if you don't hit your quota, right? None of that. You get 25% off as a Beachbody coach on every single product you ever buy. And the only thing that it costs continuing forward, like I said, it's free when you very first start, but as you continue to go, it's $15.95 a month to be a coach. Again, if you were to start any other business, I can guarantee you your monthly business fee would not be $15.95. And let me tell you what that $15.95 gets you. It gets you a Beachbody website with your name on it. So when people come to you and they say, yes, I'm interested, you are so inspiring, I want to do what you're doing, set me up. You send them a link and it looks beautiful. And you didn't have to hire anybody or come up with the username. You didn't have to hire someone to make your website beautiful and fabulous and click fabulousness. Beachbody did that for you. All you had to do was add your picture, add your name, add a little bit of a bio about you so that when your customers go there, they know it's your page. Okay? That's one thing that the $15.95 gets you. The second thing that it gets you is that when you send them the link, Beachbody 12,000% takes care of the customer for you. You do not have to buy cute packaging and cute note cards and bubble wrap and go to the post office every other minute because someone else is interested and someone else is interested and someone else is interested. You literally send them your link and Beachbody does all the shipping, all the handling, all the returns, all the customer service, all of the stuff. So the money that you make as a Beachbody coach, you get to keep. You do not have to turn around and spend that money on more bags of Shakeology so that you can sell it, and more bags of Beachbody on demand. That doesn't even make sense. Whole bunch of sets of DVDs, right? Like, you do not have to have these products lying all over your house. Thank the freaking heavens. That would be terrible, right? And I love that everything I make, I get to keep. I do not have to spend it on products to sell, right? So $15.95 gets you your website, and it gets you the whole customer service side of everything and all the products that people are going to be interested in. It's amazing. It is truly amazing. And then everything after that is stuff that you get to consume. And you get 25% off it. Oh, and guess what? Everything is a tax write-off because you are a business owner and you're starting your own business. Yes, and most of the time, consumables like Shakeology and things are not tax write-offs because it's a consumable, but you have to be ordering something every single month to stay active as a coach and to hit what we call Success Club, right? You have to have an order. So because that is required for you to hit Success Club, that's the like quota I was talking about that's not punished if you don't hit it, but it's rewarded if you do. In order for you to hit Success Club, you have to be receiving something. Therefore, it is a tax write-off because it's required, even though you consumed it. Freaking awesome. Yeah, so you can get healthy and be accountable and use all of it as a tax write-off. Like, best job ever, seriously. So if you're interested, that's pretty much everything that you need to know. And you get to be a part of this amazing community of women. We talk a lot. We have like a Marco Polo thing that's like just a fun video chat. We have a message thread on Facebook where we talk about business-related questions. We have groups on Facebook where you can go and get your questions answered. And I am not one who's going to be blowing up the thread all day long because, like I said earlier, I am a mom first. So that is a place where we go, we ask our questions, we get out. Yeah. And so you can be super intentional with your time, super intentional with your family, super intentional with your business. And the key to success as a Beachbody coach is literally to be consistent. As long as you're doing those 4 vital behaviors and you're doing it consistently, you will be successful. And in this business, in this job, in this life, yeah, you will either succeed or you will quit. There is nothing else. There is nothing else. And maybe you don't believe me, but I've been a coach for 3 years, and you will either succeed in this business or you will quit. If you stay around, if you are consistent, if you do the 4 vital behaviors, you will succeed. I currently, maybe this intimidates some of you, but I currently replaced my income as a teacher. Okay. I have people all the time. Are you going to go back to teaching once your kids are grown? Nope. I get to be a stay-at-home mom for the rest of my life. I get to be here at home when they get home in high school so that I can ask them about their day. Because I know what teaching did. I know that you get summers off, which is totally a lie. But I know how much I had to prep, especially in kindergarten, right? No, I will never go back to teaching, especially since I've only been a coach for 3 years and I've already replaced my income, okay? My coach makes between $7,000 and $10,000 a month, okay? Her coach makes around $10,000 a month consistently. Her coach made $1 million last year. And it's not about who's where on the ladder, right? Like, it's not about who signed up a bazillion years ago versus now, because Beachbody has an awesome way of making it work that I'm not going to bore you with right now, but you have to put in the work. So like I said, my coach, my sister, she makes between 7 and 10,000. And I said her coach makes 10,000, right? Like, they are like the same right now. Actually, my sister is like passing her coach because she's ranked in the top 100 and she's already hit a goal called elite, and her coach has not done that yet. So it doesn't matter if you're like above or below or when you signed up or whatever, like, you can be successful if you are consistent and if you stick with this. Yes. So, and it's not selfish to want to make money for your family, because if you've never listened to The Legacy Journey by Dave Ramsey, I highly suggest it. God put money on the earth to bless lives. You have to have money to feed your family, to have a house, to buy clothes. And a lot of us have a terrible relationship with money. We think it's icky. We think it's gross. And guess what? It's only that way. Again, like I said earlier, if you are icky and gross about it, there is money in the world. And some people use it for bad, but some people use it for incredible good. I want to be the kind of person in the future that can totally buy like the next 7 people behind me their groceries. And just because I want to, because I want to be a good person. I want to be the kind of person that goes to Africa and builds kindergartens that I funded or orphanages. But I cannot do that if I don't have money. Yes? So I know a whole bunch of people that look at Micah, the girl who made $1 million, and they're like, oh my gosh, what would you even do with that kind of money? What would you do? You would pay for your kids' college. Would that be cool? Yeah. You would pay for orphanages. You could start a nonprofit. There's so many good things that you could do in the world. Or you could buy groceries for your family, right? And gas without having to stress. Yeah. You could buy clothes from Target instead of DI. That would be cool. Yeah. You could buy your new baby a brand new crib if you wanted, because the old one's broken, and not have to buy one from KSL. Like, it's not bad to buy things from KSL, but like, it's okay. And you would be able to do those things with no regret because of the things that you've been able to do as a coach and helping other people change their lives. So if you have a bad relationship with money, you need to listen to Legacy Journey from Dave Ramsey, or You Are Bad at Making Money by Jen Sincero, both of which you would have access to as one of my coaches, because I have both and I love both. So anyways, being a coach is literally the best decision I have ever made. And I say that even before, like, obviously marrying my husband was an amazing decision, but I can honestly say I don't know that I would still be married to my husband if I were not a coach, because of some of the hard things that we have gone through, especially in the last year. Okay. Like, literally being a coach is the best decision I have ever made. It makes me a better wife. It makes me a better mom. It makes me a better member of my church. It makes me a better human being. It makes me a better friend. It makes me a better everything. Everything. And the people in my life need this version of me. And I would not be who I am without coaching, period, end of story. And I can pretty much guarantee that every single coach on my team can say the exact same thing. So that's all for today. If you have questions, there is a chat. So I'm trying to remember how to do it on your phone, or you can just unmute yourself. And there's like a little microphone on the bottom. And if you click it, you'll unmute yourself and you can ask a question if you have any questions. Yeah. And Jamie Garcia said, and that isn't including their bonuses. Seriously, I'll be 5-star elite next year. I love it, Jamie. Yeah. Those coaches that I was referring to make about that much a month. And then every 3 months they make bonuses, which, like the girl who makes $10,000, she's a 10-star coach, which I won't bore you with what that means, but her bonuses every 3 months are, like $17,000. Goals, #goals, right? Okay. Does anybody have any questions? You can even like raise your hand if you can't figure out how to unmute yourself, and I can unmute you for you. Okay, I'm not seeing anybody with questions, so I will peace out. Hopefully this was helpful. And if you do want in, if you're ready to join this amazing tribe of women and not only better your life, your mentality, your future, but better the lives of other people too. If you're ready to forget yourself and go to work, reach out to your coach. I love you guys. And thanks for jumping on. And for those who were on here live, so proud of all the people who did jump on live. You will be entered into a gift card drawing. So we will announce that winner tomorrow morning. So talk to you soon.